Hey guys, BT Delta Fan 101, and today I'm just doing a quick video on the Machine Vapor. Doing quick features video, like what it comes with, what everything's like on it, and then I'll just give you my quick opinion on it. I've only fired like 2 shots through it. That's literally all the air I had for it, so I'm not really going to get into the shot, but I'll just tell you my initial kind of experience on it and what I think about it. So anyways, it's autocock or threaded like most of the other markers out there, which is good. I do like it because it comes with 4 barrel backs. The barrel backs are like this, so it's about a 7-inch control bore. Probably like 6.5 inch, which is not too bad for a control board. And it's got 679, 681, 685, and 689. So basically all the backs you would need for the average paintballs of today. The honing's pretty good. Doesn't look like there's anything too bad about that. One thing that I have noticed is if you over lube it and you just dry fire it, then you'll have a lot of lube spitting out the barrel, which is not cool. But that's not too big of a deal because when you shoot with paintballs in it, it'll be fine. But yeah, the thing is though, the Machine Vapors actually do like a lot of lube, so make sure to cake it on there, mostly around the seal spots so that it'll not leak, of course, and have the I forget what it's called, but that issue, air issue, I can't remember, like air vacuum. Anyways, so yeah, that's the barrel. Pretty much like any other standard barrel these days. It's got a lot of porting on the very end, double porting on the end, and then just normal porting down the tip. So that's pretty cool. Nothing wrong with that. I also like it because the way that the barrel is pushed, or the way that it threads in kind of closer to the body of the marker. So it makes the marker a lot smaller than a lot of the ones these days, like the Lux and Demon. It's actually a lot shorter, so that's pretty cool, I found. See, it just threads in like so. So yeah, it does feel a lot smaller when you're playing with it. It's just got like a normal regulator, like all the other ones out there. Just on threads. The threading or the male part is obviously on the regulator, and it inserts into the female part there. There's a set screw to take this apart. I'm not going to do so, but you can watch Mike from TechBB's video on it, and it shows you exactly what to do. So, yep. Screw that back on, if I can. Here we go. Screws back like so. It's got the nice eye covers right there, similar to the Lux 2. You just go like that and they pop right off. They actually kind of pop off fairly easily. I'm not sure if that's a good or bad thing, but it does have magnets on the inside there, which will prevent it from coming off too easily, but definitely have to watch out for it popping off. And there. Just goes back on like that. In terms of trigger is really nice. It's fairly walkable actually. You can adjust post-travel, or you can adjust the travel and all that stuff. I have it set a little too long, as you can see. It takes a while for the trigger to actually activate the micro switch, but overall it's a great trigger. This is good for ramping or sending. It's very light and snappy, so it'll work well. It's got a really low rise feed neck, from what I noticed. I don't know why. I like it, I but it's just most markers these days, for whatever reason, have feed necks that stick out about that high. This is in its own class, basically. It's kind of like the Empire Nano feed neck on the Axes. I really like it actually. It makes the hopper sit very low on the gun, and feels very nice. So the ASA on the Machine Vapor, it is kind of interesting. It's just a little lever, and when you air it up, it just goes right into the center like that, and will air up the system. Works pretty well. Nothing wrong with it. Pretty sturdy on the marker. Like I haven't had this come loose yet, like some ASAs, which is annoying. So definitely pretty good design there. The grips, they're not too bad. You got quite a bit of a rubber feel to them. Not the best grips in the world, but not the worst either. I've definitely seen worse. It's got a really good board. Turn it on. There you go, and you can see what the setting is. It has a lot of different firing modes. It's got semi, I'll show you, semi, burst, reactive, auto, ramp, PSP3, NXL, Millennium, and back to semi. So it's got quite a few modes if for whatever reason you want to use them for just screwing around. All the ones you really need are semi, Millennium, or PSP ramping, so it's pretty neat though. The board is very intricate for sure, lots of stuff you can do on it. One thing I did find really neat was the way that this works, the back cap, the way you take out the bolt. What you do is you press up and spin to the left, and it'll go like this, and it'll pop out just like so. And you can see how small the bolt system is. I actually couldn't believe how tiny it is. It's like half the size of a Lux one, and also like more than half the size of a Demon one. The Demon one's, like the 2013 Demon one's huge compared to this, so it's kind of weird that this can make it so it shoots nice the way it does, but yeah, it works that way. It's pretty cool. And to put it back in, just put it back in kind of the left and press up, and it'll pop down once you spin it back the way it was before. So that's also really neat. It's a great design. Feels really nice, and it's not too easy to maintain, or not too hard to maintain. Sorry. And last thing I guess I'm going to talk about, actually the last two things, is the trigger frame. It's ridiculously big. You can see easily fit 4 fingers in there, which sounds kind of dirty, but whatever. You can fit 4 fingers if you felt like it. I don't know why you'd want to, but like there's 3. But yeah, 2. Like you got plenty of room. Like I can't even touch the trigger frame when I try to do it. So you can tell it's got quite a bit of finger space. So when you have a pair of gloves on, you're gonna have no issues hitting the trigger frame or not having enough room to walk the trigger. Last thing I'm going to talk about is the milling on it. You can see it's milled pretty nice actually. It's not too simple. Nice flowing lines, everything looks good, and the milling also cuts down on the weight, of course. The thing weighs under 2 pounds. I believe it's close to 2 pounds, but it's just a bit under. So it's definitely a light marker and looks pretty nice too. Sadly, I'm not going to be able to shoot this. It's going away pretty soon. But I will have another marker come in, and it's one I plan on keeping for a little while at least. So I'll get some playing footage hopefully. Probably not for a little while obviously because I'm pretty busy with the military right now, but I'll do my best. So yeah, that's the look at the Machine Vapor. For the price, was it worth it? Probably not. Nothing's really ever worth $16.50 when you can get a normal marker like an Ampere Axe for $3.50 or whatever. It works just as nice. Not obviously as smooth, but like it basically does the same thing. It shoots a paintball. That's all you really need. So I mean, if you want to spend this much money on a luxury marker like this, go for it.